Good morning, team. Thank you very much for watching my video. Being this time of year, it would only be appropriate if I made a video about goal setting. But I just want to add a little bit more to goal setting than I normally would. I want to add in there understanding the type of person that you're creating when you're setting your goals. So short term, what kind of goals are you achieving each day? Productivity rates, what's your communication like? What time of day do you start? What time of, night do you finish? What do you like to be around as a co-worker? And then that ties into then what type of person are you creating in yourself? Do you want to be a grumpy person, so people are working around a grumpy person? Do you want to be a happy person, that people are working around a happy person? So it's like I said, with goal setting, what kind of goals are you setting each day? All right, and what happens is you set goals for yourself each day. You don't need to write them down, think about them. There's a drive into work, there's a drive to site. All right, what am I trying to achieve today? And then what happens is you might even think about it every second day, every third day. What happens is after you've done that for a year, after you've done that for 6 months, it gets ingrained in your head that you ask yourself all the time, what are my goals today? I'm going into the office in Lane Cove early. I need to. We've got a new marketing guy, Merv, starting, Aboriginal guy. So I've got to do some things for him. I want to catch up with Gary. We look like we've just picked up a new client for the construction team, and then looks like there's going to be some follow-on work with them if the boys do a good job. So I've got to get that sorted. Then I've got a few other things to get back home. But at the same time, when I go to sleep tonight, was today reviewing? Was today a successful day? If I review yesterday, was yesterday a successful day? Extremely successful day. So, what have I got planned for the next 3 months? Excuse me. Sorry. What have I got planned for the next 3 months? Starting earlier a few more times a week. It's just a beautiful time of the morning. And I suppose that gets me to another point, that I don't always, I don't always set goals. And that being 3 monthly goals and 12 monthly goals. Like, I've got vague goals, but it's quite difficult in my kind of role. Brandon might need some more help in Gosford, or Chris and Isaac and Loza might need some more help down in Melbourne, and Mark and and whoever else in Camden might need some help. I've been supposed to go out and do half a day's field work with Caitlin for about 3 months. But she's travelling along pretty well. I don't necessarily need to. So my goals kind of change, because my goals are kind of what is needed within the business. And so I do set myself some broader goals. Doing a few more videos, doing it on checking out some different platforms to do videos and whatnot. So it's not like somebody that's relatively successful in life. I'm not writing down 5 goals every day, and I'm not writing down goals every 3 months. If you want some help with goal setting, as I've said before, ask. Gemma does, she'll do a block of 4 weekly coaching sessions with you. All you need to do is ring her, send her an email. Can I please do the 4 focus sheets, and then give it a month off, maybe 2 months off, and then go again with her. And then she'll set some daily goals, some 3 monthly goals, and some yearly goals. As I've kind of said before, when I used to do the focus sheets, I think it was George, like he'd set 3 monthly goals for himself, 3 monthly goals, and he had them both done within 2 weeks. That's another one of the benefits of setting goals is you, and then what happens is George achieves that goal. I see that he achieves that goal, and then he's like, oh wow, how good's this? You know, you get there's a bit of celebration about it, and so setting those goals and knowing that it's a 3 monthly goals, and write it down, stick it on the wall somewhere. You know, as you can look at it, stick it next to your computer, or I used to have a little post-it note that I put next to my my pad on my laptop, so that I could close my laptop, but every time I opened it, I could see it there. Little things like that. You know, that doesn't need to be for every Tom, Dick, and Harry to have a look at. So the progression of setting goals is, who do you become? So, if you want to do 150% chargeability and you want to work 60 hours a week, who do you become? And what are you neglecting in life? There's a cost for everything, and so you don't want to be setting those kind of goals, achieving those kind of goals, and then you don't hang out with your friends, and you don't hang out with your girlfriend, and you don't want to be grumpy at work. I remember talking with Shawnee Fraser a few years ago about a few bits and pieces, and and it wasn't necessarily what he wanted to do, some potential goals for him, and I was pushing him a little bit, and it's like, Mick, that's not the type of person I want to become. And it's like, you know what? That's brilliant. And that's not the type of person I want to come. That's not the type of area I want to go into. I was like, you know what? Absolutely brilliant. You know what you want. You also know what you don't want, and that's fine. I want to be a manager. I want to be a leader. Cool, not a problem. What type of person are you going to become? I want to sit in the office every day. And Mark and I interviewed a guy last week, and that was for a position in the Camden office, and he wanted to sit in the office like 80% of the time. And I was like, why do you want to sit in the office 80% of the time? Like, he wanted to be a manager and wanted to sit in the office. Like, but why? Like, sitting in the office 80% of the time is not fun. It might be fun for the first week, and then maybe for the second week. Go and have a chat with Bill and talk with Bill what it's like to be in the office 100% of the time. Even myself, I like getting out and doing a bit of field work. I did some field work between Christmas and New Year with the guys up at Lawson. It was fantastic. I loved it. You get out and you do field work. So you're moving around, your body's moving, you're keeping a bit of fit, you're walking around and you're doing things. So be mindful of, and then even if you're a manager and you're in the office 90% of the 90% of the time, the people that you're working with and you're managing or you're leading, and this is my theory, if you're in the office 90% of the time and you're 80% of the time, you're probably micromanaging them. If you're micromanaging them, how good is it then for those people? It's not good. And so my theory's always been, be 50-50. Be 70% in the field, 30% in the office, and give somebody else an opportunity in the office. So, to understand doing some calcs and QA checks and whatever else may need to be done. But the idea of being a manager and being in the office 80% of the time is an illusion. It's like the false god that you're aiming for and you're worshipping. You talk to any older guy these days, even Mark from the Camden office. Mark would probably be in the field 70% of the time, 60-70% of the time, I'd suggest. Craig Freeman's out in the field. I would suggest maybe 70% of the time. Jeff Jovanich is still out in the field 99% of the time. As you get older, you don't want to be sitting in the office doing nothing. You start putting on weight, and you don't get out there and see people on site. So yeah, just understanding the person that you become out of the goal. And then if you as you become a leader, what kind of a leader are you going to be? Are you a grumpy leader? Are you what are you doing? Like I say, a micromanaging leader? Are you a argument leader? Does everything need to be done, your particular way? Okay, cool. As I've said before, what you are at work is what you are at home. What you are at home is what you are at work. Sure, you might be able to decompartmentalize it, for a couple of weeks or a month or, every couple of weeks and go, no, Mick, it's all right. I can be what I am at work and I can be what I am at home. And, and then I know I go and play sport on the week, I'll be somebody else. Or when I go out on the weekends, I'm somebody else. Bullshit. You can't be those different people all the time. So, yeah, understanding that if you're going to be a micromanager, a Hitler, a dictator at work, you're probably going to be that type of person at home as well. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much and have a great day.